Code Plateau is an initiative of the PICTDA, Plateau State Information Development Agency, under the leadership of David Desa, the Director General. It's one of the smartest developers in Africa. Code Plateau have been one of the most robust and sustainable ecosystem and have boosted the tech ecosystem in the sense that we have actually graduated a couple of young, vibrant tech leaders into the labor market, and they are actually doing well for themselves across digital marketing and software development. So that have increased so many number of interests, and it's actually helping to sustain the ecosystem in terms of interest and passion for the future of work.
I was part of the first instructors 2019, coming through to last year and then this year. The idea is to empower as many young people as possible, because there is a demand for tech professionals in the world right now. If you go to jobs searching websites, you see a lot of jobs out there, needing people, needing young people, needing creatives, to showcase their skills.
When I joined Code Plateau, I was part of the 3.0. I was a fellow, and then I underwent training, classes, and everything, exams, and I was able to scale through. And now I'm presently an intern with Code Plateau. Most people think learning tech is a walk in the park, but it's not. It requires a lot of dedication, it requires a lot of commitment, it requires a lot of self-discipline. At this level, I'm a junior developer. I can perform some tasks on my own without supervision.
Going from a fellow to an instructor really helped me, because there were things that I thought I had known being a fellow that I realized I didn't even know much about. So being an instructor really broadened my knowledge.
Code Plateau actually introduced me to tech in general. My software development journey wouldn't be complete without Code Plateau at all. We started last year around April, and we underwent our training for 6 months. After then, we got an internship with a remote company. I work full-time as a web developer at PMRDO, that's the project management office under the governor. I'm also here in Code Plateau as an instructor. So far, the impact of Code Plateau has been massive in my life personally, and getting to tutor fellows here also has made me see it in others' lives, because I'm bringing them from a knowledge, also personally from a knowledge of zero coding up to a standard whereby you can work anywhere.
I think in the next 5 to 10 years, I'm looking at Code Plateau to become the academy for the Silicon Plateau that we are talking about. Because the idea is to have a Silicon Plateau whereby we have a lot of companies, a lot of startups running in the state, a lot of young people being employed in these startups.
Well, in the next 5 years, Code Plateau is this piece of the dream of Silicon Plateau. Well, the aim is not just to train people and be dishing them out. The aim is to make Plateau State a hub of technology, which is Silicon Plateau. And I believe the dream of the DG, David Desa, will be actualized in the next 5 years.
In 5 years, we are looking at having one of the most sustainable ecosystem in northern Nigeria, because Code Plateau is working towards Silicon Plateau, where we have a massive community of tech leaders coming out of northern Nigeria from Plateau State. So it's going to be more center of outsourcing for some of the tech companies around the world, that these young techies are coming from Plateau State. So with the traction we have within these few years, we are looking at the massive awakenings and revolutions of tech young leaders across communities, not only in Plateau State, but the entire northern Nigeria and Nigeria at large. So this is very laudable, and we are expecting to see more interest and more support from the international community to see that there's a led government initiative like this, which is preparing young people for the fourth industrial revolution.